installing corner lenses.
Look at my brother over there eating gummy bears. What are you, 8?
9.5.
Oh, lucky da.
This is awesome banter.
What's up, guys? Guess what day it is today, Matthew?
It's still AP1 mod day.
It's still the same AP1 mod day, but you guys at home don't necessarily know that. So today, we're working on my AP1 S2000 again. We're gonna dedicate this entire video to installing these teeny tiny little clear fender lights. Point to the fender. Now point to the admin. Okay. And now point to the
RG2s.
No, I'm just kidding. We are going to install these, but as a part of our lighting upgrades, Matthew, I'm glad you asked. Come this way.
He didn't.
Nobody asked you, brother.
He didn't ask.
He was thinking it.
Oh.
So anyways, we're going to be installing these AP2 style taillights. And why are we not using the OEMs? Because apparently the OEMs don't bolt in, just like the headlights. So I'm pretty sure this company is the same company who makes the AP2 style headlights for this that were direct bolt-in for the AP1. We actually carry these through our Turn 14 distribution, so if you guys are looking for parts, feel free to hit up Matthew and I. We're going to be adding new parts to the Slip Angle Media website at some point. It's on the roadmap. I'm on the fritz. I was looking at the LED taillights. I kind of like the Buddy Clubs a little bit, but then I'm like, they're kind of ricer, and I'm getting old. A lot of this just comes down, I just feel like I'm getting old. But there's something about the AP2 taillights that always looked more vibrant than the AP ones. And Matt, like, look at.
Yeah, no.
Back me up here.
Yeah,
So that I'm not crazy.
Personally, I've always liked the AP1 taillights. And then, you know, it wasn't until you put them like right next to each other that I'm like,
They just look a little
that's
dated.
more vibrant, and they're LED too, as opposed to not LED, incandescent or whatever. Bulbs.
All right, here's one thing right here. They use a flat black backing in here. I'm seeing this right now, and there's like weird dust in this, which is really interesting. These have like a more of a truer, darker black with almost like it's like a semi-flat finish, and I think that's part of why they look a little bit more vibrant. They pop a little bit more. But I also like how they did the LED lenses. I mean, the lenses aren't LED, but how they cut the lenses better than these. These just look like kind of. This looks like 90s, like something you'd see like on a Toyota, like 1995 Toyota. That ribby, whatever you want to call those nubbies in there.
You know what car has like the best taillights in the world? Speaking of 90s Toyota.
A Toyota?
The Supra. I think the Supra taillights are like one of the best looking taillights on any car ever.
I think the FD taillights look good too.
FD taillights are good looking too.
But yeah, so we're gonna switch it up. The nice thing about this is there's no permanent modifications. So if these suck or I don't like them, it's an easy thing to remove, and there's no permanent modifications to the car, and they're really cheap. So I've heard some horror stories about them, but since we have dealership through them, I think if I have issues with them, I could just give me a new one. Son. So I've never taken the taillights off. These are the original 130,000 mile taillights on here from 2003, but looking at the back of these, it looks like it's fairly simple. So we'll see if these harnesses plug in, and we'll go from there. Let's do this. All right, so we're gonna tackle this side of the car. Couple rivets holding in the trunk liner. Pull this back. Undo your light connectors, like so. Oh, I can't get at this one very good from this angle. Oops, there we go. 8mm nuts holding the lights in. These aren't very tight. Watch this one. The other ones weren't very tight. Maybe they're just loosening up. But the 4 of them together put pressure on the light towards the car. So I would back them off equally, just in case, so you don't stress one of them. The hardware is thin.
So yeah, I'm surprised they're 8mm.
I am too. Everything is 10mm in Japanese cars. I don't know, Matt, do you think this is the right move?
Yes.
No Buddy Clubs?
Yeah, no, this is worth it.
I'd be a yellow. Would I be a yellow kid if I put Buddy Clubs in here?
Of course.
So I can't do that.
I'm not a Honda guy, so I don't know like I've heard of Buddy Club before, but
they're kind of nicer. They did the Spec 2 exhaust, which is like basically no muffler. It's just like a giant megaphone. So we used to always make the joke like, oh, you want your like ass to bleed, get a Buddy Club Spec 2, and your brain will bleed too. I would have given these new taillights a real good thumbs up if it wasn't for the incorrect wiring on the turn signal. But the way they do the conversion to put the LED fixtures in here was pretty neat.
yeah, I did like that.
So this just pops out like so. Look at that. Look at that grime and that dirt in there.
Ooh. Is this your highest mileage vehicle?
It is.
Wow.
Yes. 130,000 miles, baby.
That's also like your favorite, right now.
It's listen, the FD and the S2000 were my two.
Yeah.
Close to home. Give me 1 second to clean this up and we'll come back and we'll show you the install.
A good mechanic never gives away his secrets.
Get your ass over here and show the world. Show the world. That's a really nice hoodie you got, by the way.
Thanks.
All right, so we had an issue with all the lights are working except for the turn signal light. And my brother, who's quite the smart little marble,
Graphic mechanic.
had this idea to use a drill battery to test the polarity on one of the connectors. So they give you adapter connectors, which we showed you guys before. But go ahead, brother. I'm gonna let you explain here.
Well, because I know on this plug, your positive should be the center prong, and your ground is through the outside.
The P-now prong.
And you can see on the battery is marked negative and positive. So what I do is you need to send current the other way because the LEDs only accept a certain polarity.
See, Matt, we didn't have LEDs growing up. I just used halogen bulbs. HIDs were cool.
Silver stars.
Yeah, you got HIDs if you're a real baller.
And then you got light.
Yep, and it's
So
backwards.
show us. So yeah, so you're putting power to the grounding outside, and you're putting ground to the
Yes.
power nub. So these came wired backwards, both of them. I'm not gonna mess with the factory wiring in the car because I didn't pay a lot of money for these. I'm gonna chop this off, splice in, flip it.
Even though it would just be a simple pin out, you just pull the pin out of the connector, swap them.
Yeah, but then you got to remember that.
You gotta
When
remember
go,
that.
Then you need a meter for the next guy who owns the car.
You could put a
Nobody's ever gonna own this car.
you could put a piece of tape on
Yeah,
it.
I think.
It says pins are reversed.
I really don't care. These headlights or these taillights are already disappointing.
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not mucking with the wiring in the car. I'd rather sacrifice the taillights.
Yeah.
I would just chop this off. It's 2 wires.
It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Tyler made the call.
But yeah, that's fine. I just would do it a little different.
See, this 30mm lens is sick.
It is.
All right,
Man.
so that's what we had to do to get the turn signals
Quit playing with
working.
your ting. Where's the connectors?
Yeah, get those ones with the heat shrink.
Well, I want to see if I'm right.
You're
Those
right.
ones with the heat shrink and the solder built in.
So the easy way to do this conversion, and this is why I think the whole lighting system is pretty good, is you reutilize the factory connectors here. So to make our installation a little bit easier, we're gonna pull all these out. I'm gonna come over to our new AP2 taillight. I probably should have paid better attention to which one is what. But anyways, here's our reversed wires, because this came wired incorrectly from the factory, so the ground and the neutral, or ground and power are reverse polarity now. This just comes into this guy. Where's my notch? Not to fumble like a buffoon. There we go. Lock this in, like so. I believe this guy goes here. And Matthew, we had to mess around with a couple of these on the other side, huh? Because they don't
Yeah.
really tell you, you really don't really know which.
I mean, you should be able to look at the. I mean, I guess you could like reverse polarity by accident. It works either way.
which we did.
Yeah. But we may have to.
We may have to mess around with this. I mean, I probably should have just looked at the wiring in the car, and that would have maybe given me a better idea. But it's too late now.
We've committed.
I want to show all you boys and girls
How many girls do you think watch this?
Like 0. It's a channel full of testosterone. We got one fan right there. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. And the last guy. It's just so hard to tell. There's no real visual indicator here. Or maybe it's because it doesn't go in that way.
Yeah.
Corona. You know, there's actually a motorcycle channel that I watch, and they say, and that's how they say. They say, today's episode is brought to you by our good friend Corona. They're British guys.
Nice.
44 Teeth is the channel. Yeah, it's good. It's funny.
44 Teeth. That's an interesting name. What if they get it? What if they're riding a motorcycle that has like a different size sprocket? Then it's all lies.
What am I missing
Might
here?
call themselves liars.
What am I missing here, Matthew? This is the right way. It's just tight because these are Chinese made. To kind of like put it in an angle. Okay, so now this is theoretically a plug and play installation if you didn't have to rewire polarity for the turn signal. Just kind of get our ass gasket nice and clear here. Okay, reinstallation.
If this was like a F80 M3, do you think you'd be able to take off the taillights as easily as this?
No, you probably need some specialty tool and stuff would break on the way out.
I show you the special tool.
You have to like drop the engine.
Pretty much. You probably need a whole support team.
Oh, Beth is getting her tool. Here's her
They want to
specialty.
break it 3,000.
I'm surprised you could pick that up.
Oh, jeez.
I took that from Stanley when they were shutting down a building. They were throwing away all that
I
stuff.
can even open you one Tailight.
Are you threatening me on YouTube right now?
No, this is not a violent channel, so
This is a PG-13 channel. I have to remind everybody this all the time.
you two just move.
I would literally never buy a crowbar that big, but for free.
Yeah, of course. Free tools are free tools.
That's right. It's actually really a waste. Like these big companies, they throw away like so many assets. Good. All right, we don't really have to show me tighten these all down, and that's it. You just reconnect all your connectors.
That's easy.
Easy peasy. So let me wrap this up. We'll give you guys the final shots, and we'll close this one out. All right. So for our turn signals, I'm hoping this doesn't break because these are old brittle plastic clips in here. But you can look for the tapered edge of the turn signal itself. So when you look at that and compare it to this one, you see that we have a plastic spring clip here. So ideally, we should be able to pull this back just a little bit and walk and pull this clip out. Let's see if it actually breaks or not. Oop! Look at that. Yuck! How grimy that is. Okay. And then for reinstall, we hook the
front.
Well, no, this one.
Oh, is it that one?
The fixed one first. Yeah, because once that's caught on the inner lip, I just push.
Oh, okay. Boom.
Oh no. Voila.
It's good.
What do you think, Matthew?
It looks good. Looks real good.
Are you still Team AP1?
No, I'm AP2 now. It looks better.
You know what's like kind of unique about it it's funny because I like the AP2 taillights better, but I never liked the AP2 rear bumper, the way they shaped it. I like this having the, whatever you want to call it, the valence. And then with the carbon cap, single exhaust, I think it looks
real good.
it looks damn proper. So here, Matthew, let's do a quick comparison of the lighting. Parking lamps. Signals.
Yeah. Want to do hazards? So you compare them.
That is hazard.
Oh, the other ones aren't?
Oh, the volt's disconnected.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, gosh darn. You guys, it's nothing special.
Yeah.
I'll do reverse lights.
Oh yeah, that's a nice upgrade. Just LEDs, they're more condensed and brighter.
Yeah, I think that they had a nice touch.
I like the amber in the
It looks nice,
the AP2
yeah.
taillight.
Yep. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That it's just like the red to the white of the AP1 versus having the amber to kind of break it up a little bit. I just think that it looks a little bit better. So
I'm gonna try something.